So good luck.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Check the Net on a special Saturday episode right before game time starts in about 7 hours. Not that, we're looking forward to it because of how dog shit this team's been. But I am your host, Colin, joined by my lovely wife, Ashley Recky, and somewhere floating around in the house, you'll hear her eventually, is my daughter, Kylie. She will be here joining us too. So, quick little recap, quick little, couple games that we got to talk about, i.e. Cincinnati, and then the embarrassing home loss against Charlotte. But, once again, Union can't seem to find a win, can't seem to pull this one out. It's been a struggle lately. I mean, I didn't even know, this is how out of touch I've been recently with this team. I didn't even know they were playing Wednesday. I had softball, and I wasn't even checking my phone, nothing. And then by the time I got home at the second half, we were already losing. So, it's just been that season where a lot of us can vouch and say, okay, they're on, so what? Because of how ass they've been. And, I can confidently say that too. This team's done nothing. And then come Saturday against Charlotte, against Charlotte, I'm sorry. Hot as balls, sweating my ass off, drunk as shit because, the beers are flowing because it's hot and you got to stay hydrated. Going in with the Sons of Ben or just any chance in general, just saying, fuck Jay Sugarman, sell the team, all this stuff. The vibes are just not there. And, we're going to go over the games, give us a little pregame thoughts for tonight. And here's hoping. That's just it. I mean, last time we played Montreal, they scored in the first 30 seconds of the fucking game. And I tried not to swear last week with Dave on, but it's going to happen again. I'm in the swearing mood. I haven't sworn or anything, but this is fucking bad. This has been bad. Ash, anything from the past? Give me a little opening thing.
Where do we go from here?
That's
nothing but
the title of the episode. Where do we go from here? Oh my God! Speaking of, what are you wearing?
Bad vibes.
Come here.
I like it. It's cute.
Look at this. Okay, if you're here, this is how dedicated this one is. But then, she's wearing a skirt with what is this?
This is straight out of the 1990s. I love it.
Yeah. Comb your hair, you train wreck. Jesus.
I do like the bow with the headband too. It's
Jesus Christ.
That's the highlight of the game tonight, I think.
And then we're in a bow.
The bow with the headband.
Yeah.
You clipped it on. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Okay. We're gonna get into Union Talk, break down these games, and I need you to give me more than just you don't get to do this. We're doing this on live.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. All right, let's get into this. Union Talk is brought to you by SeatGeek. Download the app, choose your game, and use promo code Old City Sports Network for $20 off your first purchase. Using it for anything you want, whether it's a Union game. If you want to go to that train wreck and give Jay Sugarman his money, but I don't want to give it to him because he's a jackass. Sell the team. I'm going to be saying that a lot this episode. It's just, again, we're at the point of this season. I believe we're at the midway. I'm going to pull up the schedule. We're pretty much at the midway. We're past it, actually. We're at June 29th because that's today against Charlotte. And Ashley's hot take from the start of the season is alive and well.
I'm excited.
More losses and ties than we do wins. We have 4 wins. We haven't won a game since what?
Since March.
Since March. How are we supposed to feel good about this team right now?
The 5th game of the season, right? 1,
literally.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6th game of the season.
Yes, was Minnesota at home. How is anybody supposed to feel good about this? This just isn't. It's not what you want to see for a team that is 2 years removed. 2. It's not like this is 10 years ago. 2 years removed from an MLS Cup final. The decline is like just it's a 90-degree angle straight
Fast
down.
and steady for sure.
Fast and steady. It's
A steady decline.
unbelievable.
Not
I'm
like
saying, oh no, I'm saying it's a straight 90-degree. It's not like a
that we're saying the same.
okay, whatever. So let's get into this. Wednesday night we had Cincinnati. Also, Dave Melandra, I hope you're listening because you're wrong on both games, bud. Let's get into Cincinnati. Again, rough game from the start. I don't have words. I just don't have words for this. Union start out with a 3-1-4-2. Seems like for the starting lineup, didn't really. Again, I was missing for the first half of the game because I was watching. I was playing softball, full pitch softball. Sue me.
The interesting part about this game is that the lineup, we got a lot of what we've been asking for. We got
the Rafa start.
no, Rafa came in later.
Did he?
Bueno
Yeah,
started.
sorry, my bad.
We got the Bueno star, we got the Baribo star, we got Uwa. So it was interesting. I mean, Fox still up there and whatever. We got the McGlynn star. It was interesting that we had this lineup, but I don't think it was. We've been saying it wasn't on purpose. It was because of
international duty, injuries, everything. So now again, and then even looking at our bench, we had Marcus Anderson, Quinn Sullivan, Donovan, Rafa's on the bench. Then they call David Vasquez, and then it's just a bunch of U2 guys. Ngabo, Makiana. I'm gonna botch that name. Chris, CJ only. Like, we're forced into this, and it's one of these things that we're sitting here saying, like, this isn't like we scored 4-3 on accident. It's what we've been preaching. Like, why haven't we seen more of Bueno? Why haven't we seen more of Ty Baribo? And look, those are your 2 goal scorers.
And it was for us. It was a high scoring game.
4-3.
So I think stumbling upon this on accident and not having a choice to put these guys in was really, really good for us. And I think between Cincinnati and Charlotte, this is the best we've seen them since March.
Yes. Real quick rundown, and then we can talk about it. Kevin Keisley in the 29th minute scores a goal. Ty Baribo then answers at the 43rd minute. Very good volley on that one. But then Union come out flat at halftime. Acosta with the penalty. Joke of a penalty, by the way.
Yeah.
Bueno answers with his own goal. Then the 55th minute, 60th minute, a terrible goal given up by Ali Zemla playing off his line. And again, not to discredit the man, but Ali Zemla is doing what most goalkeepers do when it comes to the offenses on the ball at midfield. He's kind of adjusting at the team and going with what it is. But a terrible goal, literally chipped in from 70 yards away. Then Union get a yellow card with Jack McGlynn in the 81st minute. Ty Baribo then answers for the tie, literally at the 90th minute, 91st minute of stoppage time, and then the MVP just does what he does, and Acosta scores in the 95th. What was it? The 96th minute? No, it says 90 plus 10. And that was your game for Wednesday night. And again, it just shows you the quality of a team that's willing to spend money and that's at the top and wants to stay at the top, i.e. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Acosta's an MVP. We don't have that game changer that Cincinnati has. We don't have that game changer that LAFC has or any of these other teams that are at the top. And we were at the top. We had Carranza. He's gone. But he's not the MVP quality game changer that Acosta is or Carlos Vela was at his prime. We don't have these things. And we're never going to until Jay Sugarman does something. And instead of, building Union yards, maybe it was to spend money on a player like an Acosta. But again, it's frustrating because here we are. We're watching. So we finally turned on this. We actually turned the game on. Let's be honest.
A little way through half.
Yeah, I think around Kylie Ray. Around the 50th minute is when we got home, turned the game on. So we saw the Bueno goal. We did see the highlights for the Ty Baribo goal at the 43rd minute. So I mean, again, it's not like we missed a whole lot because the first half was really dead. To be honest, call it is what it is. But again, what we've been asking for. We want to see more Bueno. We want to see more Ty Baribo and Baribo getting the
Put them
start.
in, and they were the
Look.
ones. They were the game changers. They're the ones who kept us in that game.
Okay, there's nothing else that goes on to that except for.
Do you think if we walked away with a tie that game, the vibes are different going into Charlotte?
No, because we should. I mean, no, because Charlotte's a better team than us.
Okay.
Charlotte's a better team than us. Charlotte was a better team than us, and I mean, they're like they did the FIFA power rank. No, not the FIFA. I'm sorry, the MLS power rankings. Charlotte's like 8th. This is going to be the rest of the thing too. So Charlotte's 8th. Like we're one of the.
I don't know if I meant from the team. I meant from the fan base.
The problem that you're saying that the
You
vibes
think
actually
they're the same.
Yes, because people we haven't won anyway since March. You know, cool, we got another tie, and then but we hear the same thing from Jim after every single game anyway. It's sorry for the fans. Sorry, you know, we should have come away with a tie on the road is more important than anything. But like, I'm tired of the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a chance to win the game, go for it. Instead of, you know, here we sat here at, you know, we took off our 2 goal scorer in the 90th minute, literally after he scored. Yeah. And we brought in Marcus Anderson, who I'm a fan of Marcus Anderson.
Yeah, I'm glad he got time. But
yeah, because before he got hurt.
Personally, if we had walked away with a tie, I would have felt slightly better strictly because of the fact that we were forced into this lineup and these guys were making big moves with their time.
Yes.
So I think had we walked away with a tie, would I have been happy? No. I want the win, but I think I would have felt a whole lot better saying, okay, we put these guys out there and they absolutely made the
most of their
impact that we've been wanting them to make.
Or they made the most of their opportunity.
Right.
Which,
exactly.
Again, it's I'm not sitting here saying that they didn't make the most of their opportunity. They did, obviously. Mm-hmm. But again, we're at the point of the season where I don't care about ties.
Yeah,
we haven't won since fucking March.
I don't think it would have made me feel any better about the future state of this team.
No.
But it would have made me feel better that we have these guys that can step up when we need them
to. I agree with that, but again, at the same time, Sugarman doesn't.
This is the only positive I have.
Again, the positives was, you know, we've been asking, and I've been asking for Ty Baribo since the start of the season. You can literally go back to the second episode. I've been saying we need to be playing Ty more.
Yeah.
This guy needs to be playing more over Dono. I've been saying it. And then I've been asking where the fall off of Bueno's been.
Yeah.
Finally, they get the start, and look what happens when you get the start. And then you pull Baribo off, who's been literally the hardest hustler all season.
He's playing for the tie at that point.
Yeah, and I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
Tired of this softcore attitude. It's Greg Berhalter mentality. Wait, where's he at? Steven, I'm using it. It's Greg Shitholter attitude. The baby's awake. It's Greg Shitholter attitude playing for the tie. And guess what? They lost to Panama. It's the same shit. And I'm tired of it. It's the same, this culture that we have now that Jim Curtin was so adamant about building is now we're ass and that's it. Like, that's it. There's nothing else to it. We're ass and we're okay with playing for ties. And I get it. Ties on the road, cool. But again, if you have a chance to go for wins, go for the wins. That's just my opinion. And we're so far into the season that, you know, like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say to take away from this game, from the fact that, we had it in the grass to maybe come away with a tie. But again, the defense has been what has been this team's strong point for years is now one of our weakest. It has been. It's so we got to change something. Maybe it's the lineup formation instead of doing this 5-4-1 or 3-5-2 or whatever. But something needs to be changed. The culture needs to change. And Curtin, I'm all for him sticking out the rest of the season, but I need to see something from him. Like, it's just, yeah, that was bad. It's just like things need to change. On to the Charlotte game, and this one was not any better of a feel. Going into the game, I went down by myself. The baby, we could not bring the baby going down with the heat. Speaking of the babes, here he is. Yeah, you got the Recchi family here. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Ollie here. So going into Charlotte, put him in goal. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So going into Charlotte, I went down. Went down with our friends, hung out in the little our Sons of Ben area, and going into it, you kind of felt the vibes. Same deal. Like we're ass. It's the back to the 2015, 2016 vibes that Dave we talked about with Dave last week. Hi, can I help you? I'm wearing a headband. I know, and it was. Oh, you're killing me. It was the same kind of vibes, like, oh, we're just here to drunk cheer on. We're here to drunk cheer on the team. Let's just have some fun, whatever. Because, honest to God, no one sat here expecting us to win. I didn't, especially when you saw the lineup drop. Rick got his first start. His 18-year-old goalie gets his first start of the MLS. Congratulations to him. Jack Elliott, Glesnes, Flock, Wagner, Harriel, Rafa gets to start again. Not again. I'm sorry. Bueno gets to start again. Sullivan, Ua, and then Ty Baribo. I wasn't like.
I wasn't as excited.
No, and again, it was one of those feelings that when you drop it, it's like drop the lineup. It's like, yay! Like again, we're missing so many on the benches. Dono, McGlynn, and Mbiza. CJ only gets another one on there. Marcus Anderson, David Vasquez, Macchiana. I'm waiting for him to actually get some minutes. That might happen tonight. And then Sanders. I'm again. Yeah. What's up, guys? Currently at Knobles right now. Just keep the positivity in mind. What's up, Knobles? We love Knobles. Big fan of that. We're gonna go to community days later, get some little rides in on that one. Yeah, gotta go to Knobles again too. Now he brings it up. Thanks for that one, bud. Yeah, trying to keep the positivity, but Joe, I don't know where to get it at this point. I'm
glad that we're giving.
Okay, stop.
Let's
go.
You can sit, but you have to just sit.
Positivity.
I'm glad that the guys are getting the start. I'm glad that Baribo's getting the start. I'm glad that Bueno's getting the start. I'm glad that we're putting in Rafa and Sullivan and McGlynn and letting these young guys really develop because they're the guys that we're going to need next year.
Yeah. I'm already checked out for this season, honestly. I'm just gonna, if I have any games that I have tickets to, I'm just gonna go and get drunk.
It was just very strange that Curtin said that he put in Rick to give the team a spark. And it's like, why are we putting our spark in an 18-year-old goalkeeper? Listen, I'm great for him. I'm glad he got an MLS start. I'm glad he's getting the time. Again, put him in, let him develop. This way, if we come to next year and we have another issue where Dre is hurt and Zemo's not doing it, we have somebody who already has MLS experience to put it. Fine. Totally cool with that. But it seems like we've already given up midway through the season and we're just trying things out to try them. And again, maybe that's what we need to do so that we know for sure that we're going to be okay with all the changes coming along. Good. Totally cool.
Joe's saying the same thing. I'm just trying to distract myself from the BS from the front office.
Exactly.
That's
what it seems like the lineup is too. Like just throwing it out there and seeing what's going to stick, I guess.
Yeah, because I don't know if you heard this, Joe, but now Ua's out tonight. Mm-hmm. So now, I'm going to get into that because we're going to talk about tonight's game. We're going to give our little predictions in the 90th minute, the whole 9 yards. But, back to Charlotte, just nothing about this game made me feel like we have a chance. Had we started with, maybe not.
I don't know that you could really make any changes.
I mean, yeah.
Besides McGlynn.
McGlynn for Rafa maybe at the 10, but again, here we are running this, what is it? 4 it says 4-1-2
right?
4-1-2-1-2. What
yeah, it was very strange.
We're maybe go to a 4-3-3. Maybe we don't need a 10. I just heard about it yesterday. I just eye rolled. Yeah, because you know what's going to happen? We're going to start a 5-4-1 and Dono's going to get the start when he hasn't done anything this season. Nothing. He's done nothing this season. That's this guy's an MLS player. Plain and simple, he's not. But again, let me read. I got to get into this because this is literally where this comes in at. Boring first half. Literally nothing to talk about. No penalties, no foul. Like really, realistically, no fouls. Again, I can't stress to you the level of drunk I was. I literally wore um my Ted Lasso believe headband because I was like, come on, believe that we'll win, guys. I didn't even believe it. But I was trying to I got on the big screen. I was like, come on, believe. And just no, nothing. It's just I can't believe it even when I'm wearing it, and that's upsetting. So halftime, nothing. Vibes are like, okay, we're being, the Sons of Ben are being a little loud. We're doing our chants. I was a little shocked actually too that please be careful. I was a little shocked that the KSU was a little quiet, if we're being honest. But there was a lot of boo birds out at halftime. Like they want different results. They want, they want we want to win. We haven't won since March, like we've been saying all episode and for the past, I don't know how many weeks since we haven't won since March. And the fans are tired of it. The fans are restless. The fans want to change. The fans want results. We're Philly. I get it. 56th minute. This is where my frustration starts to come in. Patrick, I'm gonna try it. Agimang scores his banger. He ended up with a brace in the 63rd minute. But where my frustration was at the 56th minute, Dono comes on, and then Rafa comes on for Jack McGlynn. I do not understand the obsession that we have as a squad. I get it. We have nobody else. But if we're not doing this at this point, we're giving Andrew Rick a start, or we're giving, other people a chance. CJ only gets his MLS debut at the 72nd minute for Flock. I didn't understand the Mbaizo coming on for Wagner, maybe because of, the heat and the frustration that he's been having. Because, you could tell Wagner's irate. Wagner's like, he's kind of regretting his contract at this point, staying here with us, because we're playing like absolute ass. But my point that I'm trying to get at, too, is Ua and Baribo are statistically right now, they were our best. Obviously, I can't say that going into tonight's game because Ua's not playing. Ua and Baribo are our best strikers, right? Why are we taking off our second best striker and putting on dog water at the 56th minute? Literally, we're not giving this guy a chance. We're not giving Ua any sort of chance. And I don't want to hear Ua's not a 90-minute guy. He's not a 90-minute guy because Jim Curtin has his guys, and it's been proven. And chance after chance after chance after chance, we're going to give Chris Donovan. It's insulting. If we're going to give guys like CJ only a chance when we're down 2-0, why aren't we giving David Vasquez more minutes or Marcus Anderson? Why aren't we giving, I get it. Everyone wants to hear the Kevin Sullivan thing, but he can't play on Sunday night games. It's part of child labor laws. Okay. Why are we consistently going with 25 and getting quality minutes? He's literally a ghost. I'm tired of it. And that's just now what we have to look forward to, because that's what's going to happen for the next 2 to 3 weeks, because Ua's out for that long. And we're not going to get anything up top. I'm sorry, we're not going to. If you actually believe we're going to get a goal from him, you're lying to yourself. 2-0, end of the game.
I would love for him to prove us wrong.
He's not going to.
For him to come out and in this week's absolutely capitalize on his opportunity, but he hasn't done anything anytime he's hit the field to prove otherwise.
He's gotten it. He's played every single game. I don't think there's been a game where he hasn't played this season, and he's done nothing to show for it. I'm sorry. I'm over it. I truly am over the Chris Donovan experiment. Play the younger kids. Play Marcus Anderson more. Give me something that isn't 25 running on the field, acting like a ghost.
Play 90.
Yeah, I mean, we did let Baribo play 90 against Charlotte. The problem is they took off Ua at the 55th minute, 56th minute. That's where the problem I'm
Ua. I thought it was Baribo. I'm sorry, I was mixing up when they took him off.
Yeah, so I need you to go outside and turn off the hose. I'm sorry, I forgot about the hose. Do you know how to do that?
Do you know how to turn it off?
Okay. So, yeah, that was dumb of me because the pool's going to overflow. Final whistle happens, and the Boo Birds are out. The sell the team chants have been going on for the final 10 minutes of the game. The stadium was empty. I think by the 75th minute, everybody, you could see, I haven't seen the union on the far side of the field. I haven't seen that word at the end of the game in years. And it was out, and it was bad. The sell the team chants were out. The Boo Birds were very well. They're deserved. This team is ass right now. This team is not a playoff team. This team, we're going into a rebuild so quick, but there's nothing to look forward to with this rebuild. There's just not. And there's nothing else to say besides that. I don't see how even if you give these guys this time, you give David Vasquez more minutes or Ngabo or Macchiano or Anderson. I don't see anything changing. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's more for us to talk about, as in like, okay, there were some bright spots. Yeah, they had some rookie mistakes, i.e., Marcus Anderson against Cincinnati. But there's nothing to really look forward to. Like, there's really not. This season's kind of a wash. Let's call it what it is. Oh, are you okay, Bubs?
Yeah, he was just eating.
Nice. This season's kind of a wash. Let's call it what it is. This team's not going to change until we see some change. And it starts with the top. It starts with Jay Sugarman. Open your wallet. Open your wallet, you cheap bastard.
We need something else to spark us besides 18-year-old Andrew Rick.
Yeah. Andrew Rick was supposed to be the spark. I wouldn't be surprised to see him tonight, but how long until, if he lets in 2-3 goals, are we going to ruin this kid's confidence? Yeah. He's 18. Joe chiming in. As of right now, I don't care if we lose our messages, but the one I really do not want to lose to are the pink cows from Jersey.
We're losing that game.
We're going to lose both.
We're absolutely losing.
We're losing both. Game. Joe, I'm going to pull this up real quick.
I would be absolutely shocked if we go into that game next Saturday.
Yes. Joe, where do you see a win? Like, if you want to tell me July, like this Wednesday against Chicago, maybe I can believe you because Chicago's just as bad. But I don't. Maybe at home against New England, maybe that'll be our first win at home in months. July 17th against New England. We're going to get bounced in Leagues Cup, and we're at home. But I only see maybe 2 more wins at home. If we
don't have any wins between now and when we go to Red Bull, we're cooked.
August 31st. Yeah. We should have, I want to say, at least 2. We should win Chicago, and we should win New England because New England's not that good either. But those are my predictions. Let's get into the next segment. That way we can talk about this more. Beyond the Pitch is brought to you by Righteous Felon. Go to www.righteousfelon.com. Use promo code OCSN for 15% off your best jerky around. Any orders, $50 or over, get shipped to you for free. Great deal. Great little snack. Great. What is happening? Give us a minute. We're almost done, but yeah. Righteous Felon, great jerky, great little snack for when you're hungover, which I'm about to be tomorrow. I can't wait. So we're going into Beyond the Pitch. We're talking about exactly what we were getting into. We're looking at this schedule. All right.
Look at the rest of the schedule and tell me where you see wins.
Loss against Montreal. I think we're losing tonight.
I also agree with that.
Maybe I don't even think a win. Maybe a tie against Chicago. Okay. Loss against Red Bull. Yeah. Loss against Toronto. We never play well in Toronto. Mm-hmm. That Wednesday game against New England better be a win.
Or we riot.
Or Union Yards gets burned down. And I hope Jay Sugarman's wallet's in there too, so he can't access his bank because he needs to go. And then it's loss against Nashville. Leagues Cup, you're going to get bounced in the first round. Loss against Columbus.
Yeah,
loss against Red Bull. Loss against Inter Miami. NYC, maybe? No.
Probably
loss.
Not.
Maybe a win Sunday against DC. Or that's a Sunday game, right? Yeah, Sunday against DC. Loss to Atlanta. Loss to Orlando. Loss. I see a total 3 wins possible.
So what's our current record?
4, 8, and 7.
So we finish 6
draws. I don't even count the draws.
6 wins and
11 draws.
11.
11 draws and the rest losses. That's not good. That's not good. And now my next other question that I'm going to ask you is if that's the case that we're on this bad of a streak, does Curtin stick out the season or does he get fired at some point during this?
Well, didn't we just sign his contract for a couple more years?
Like last year, I think.
For like what, 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
Do you think they'd break his contract because wouldn't we have to pay out the rest of the contract?
I have no idea.
How does that work? Like I know as players, a lot of the times you either need to like the whoever takes them needs to finish out the contract, or we have to like cover a certain amount of it, right? So
yeah.
How does that work with coaching?
I think personally, he sticks around. Like they'll keep him around. They keep him around until the end of the season because he's been here for 10 years, 10, 11 years. He's done great things for this team, but they're not going to blame. Jay Sugarman's not going to blame himself. Us as fans, we all blame Sugarman. We all know that Curtin's capable of leading a team. We got to where we did, and he works with what he's got. And we also know that if Curtin was to be fired tomorrow, San Jose or someone would pick him up in a heartbeat. Jim Curtin's a two-time coach of the year.
If we fire Curtin? Who do you think is the?
They're just gonna. I don't even.
Think they're gonna promote someone who's already on the coaching staff?
Probably Union too. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but that's probably who the head coach would be. They probably would just promote him because you know what? It's already his guys at Union 2. Coach him at Union 1. Enjoy. Good luck. That's exactly what it's going to be.
And just let it rebuild.
Yes. Yes. Until they're.
And it saves you money because he's not going to be nearly as expensive as hiring a head coach from. She's playing soccer.
I got nothing on that one. It's not one of these bright spots. Yeah, you're going to see the get down, dude. It's not one of these things that you're going to see like it's going to be good. Like we're going to go out there and hire someone that's going to be great for, these young guys. They're just going to promote within, saves Sugarman money, and there he is just walking to the bank. Yeah, I know.
We still don't sign it.
No. Why? We're going to end up selling. McGlynn's going to be McGlynn's going to be one of the ones that goes. Gosdog, I think, could go. He's already set the franchise record for goals, so he doesn't need to really. We're not going to win a title. He's going to be the next one to go. I guarantee it. One of them. I think Elliott's stuck here. I really do. I think Galesnes could go, but Galesnes not had a great season, so he's probably stuck here. And Bizo wants to leave because of his he had the green card issue, but I could see him wanting to go. Wagner for sure. If this team doesn't do something, Wagner's just going to lose his shit because he's German. He's going to be like, I didn't sign here for this mediocrity. And he'll I guarantee it, he'll go to like Red Bull just to rub it in our faces or something. Something. Like Wagner would leave. I guarantee that. Harriel could go. If he performs well.
I mean, he's been having a good season. Every time that he's in, he has a good season. I just don't feel like I don't know. I think if does he want to stay with a team that's going to continue to rebuild, right? I think he's good enough to go and get starting minutes somewhere else.
Jesse Belichick, hello, Wreckers. I'm gonna call it Wreckers. How we doing?
We're not doing great, Jesse.
I'm sure you're feeling great from last night, though.
In the effort of, or in the
spirit
of Philadelphia sports, we're doing pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Jesse. They all had a great time at the draft party. Sorry, I wanted to go in the worst way. I had to work myself, but don't worry, it was on the big screen for us watching, and I did a little cheer along. Once I saw who we drafted. Very good showing for the Flyers Alley out there in media. Great time. But yeah, it was like she said, in the spirit of Philly, the vibes are bad. This team is bad. It's and you can just see what's it? Tequila, not my friend. There it is.
Tequila.
That's Jesse. I need a living room show ASAP, and we need to get down there and have this all, the whole Recce clan and the whole Jesse Bell clan getting together because this would be a.
He's like made of 90% tequila.
Yes, tequila and Chick-fil-A. Tequila and Chick-fil-A, but we got the little one on the show today. Yeah, no, this it's just not good. I'm even going into tonight. We're playing Montreal, and again, Montreal is bottom of the league. Like I said, the only 3 teams that we could beat, 3 of the 4 teams we beat, we're all playing We got New England that's right behind us in points. DC is right behind us in points. Like we are.
I mean, they're all right there.
Literally, Chicago.
One win from one of them, and
we're at the bottom
ahead
of the
us.
East.
Yeah.
So Montreal right now, we're playing tonight. They have a negative 15 goal differential, and that doesn't mean shit. Let's go, Jesse says. Yes, let's effing go. Last time we did this episode, we talked about Montreal. We talked about them having a minus 11 goal differential.
And then
they beat us in our home and still scored in the first 30 seconds of the game. They are much better at home, but we're apparently better on the road because we don't have to listen to our fans that boo the shit out of us, which, again, they deserve. And it's not like we're booing the players.
Yeah, absolutely.
I, as a fan, know that the definition of insanity is running the same fucking squad back for 3 goddamn years in a row and expecting them to just get better. Our bodies are aging. We're getting older. I can see it in their fucking faces too. They can't do it. The league's figured them out. We've been saying the same shit for the past 4 fucking weeks. The league's figured them out. They've gotten older. Curtin's gotten no new strategies. Oh, there's another Old City Sports Network. We need a living room show. Think we didn't notice you skipped a month with the living room show Paranormal? Oh shit, Jesse, you getting called up by the network. Oh no. Oh no. That's
going rogue.
Going rogue. Oh
no.
no.
To be a rebellion at
oh
Old City.
No. We're in though. We're in for it though. Now back to that. So again, we're not booing the team. We're booing the results. We're booing the fact that the ownership is not doing anything to change this roster. I'm sorry, but bringing in players like Joaquin Torres, Andres Pereira last season was great additions. But
we didn't play them.
No, because they didn't fit our system. You don't fit the system.
Why are you bringing them in? What's the point of going out and signing these people if they don't fit our system?
Or switch your system up. 4-4-2 diamond is clearly not freaking working really anymore.
I feel like that's kind of how he feels about Bereave. He doesn't fit our system. That's why he wasn't getting the start. But then you put him in and he scores 2 goals.
Strikers score goals whether the system's there or not. Plain and simple. Strikers will score.
That's been the best game since March. I mean, granted, we lost, but it's been the best game since March.
Comes out of the basement. What are you doing?
She was in the yard playing soccer.
Oh my God. I'm so done with you. No, it's in your soccer bag, and your soccer bag's at mom.
No, the bike.
Oh, I'll get it when you're done.
Yeah,
I promise.
We'll get it for you.
Because then we'll go to community. I'll make sure it's pumped up because we're gonna ride with it to community days. Okay. No. Oh my God, we're doing the show. Why are you doing this to me right now, please? Okay. God damn it, sidetracked.
Have kids, they said.
Yeah, one wants to just yeah.
It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah, it's great. Jesse, I need the basement for the living room. That's all I need.
Nash, get down.
I hate that dog so much. Anybody want a dog? 2 of them actually. No. I'll give you them and a piece of chocolate if you take both of them from me. Anyway, give me some time.
I got nothing.
Oh wait, I got something. And this is something that I wanted. So I do pay attention. Pay attention to a lot of our friends on other networks, and I pay attention to a lot of their comments and everything. One comment that I want to ask, and it's something that I noticed, and it got me thinking a lot. Someone had commented on another podcast and said, "Hey, do you think the Boo Birds and the Sell the Team chants would be out still had we won in 2022?"
Yes.
You still think that?
I think it'd be worse.
You think it'd be okay? So
because
elaborate.
I think if we won in 2022 and then we made the playoffs but didn't go any further like we did in 2023 and then came out this season this way, I think it would be worse because we've been expecting
to win again.
Yes.
I'm on the same page as you, and this is kind of why we're married. This team, had we won, it'd be worse because every team that is doing great right now stays at the top. There's only been one other team that I can really think of that's really kind of fallen off, and that's NYC. Mm-hmm. Literally, they won in 2021, and they got gifted that one. Sorry, I don't care about that. That's the mountain I'll die on. They got gifted that thing for the MLS. Has fallen off. LAFC has won. They stay there. Cincinnati, they didn't win it, but guess what? They're making a name for themselves, and now they're Supporter Shield champions, and guess what? They're right behind them at number 2. You don't think Inter Miami's going to stay up at the top once Messi leaves? They probably could. I don't think they will because, that's the only reason that there is Messi, Suarez, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets. But LAFC's up there. LAFC won it 2 years ago. They're up there. Columbus is always at the top. Columbus is up there. I mean, these teams want to stay good. Red Bull, they're up there.
They're making adjustments.
Yeah.
They're doing what they need to do to stay where they need to stay. And
We're not. Toronto had their fall off, but guess what? They were up there at the top for a good amount of years. These teams are adjusting. The teams are, and then guess what they're doing? They're opening their wallets and they're spending the fucking money. I'm trying to be a better person and not swear. But Jay Sugarman needs to go. Jay Sugarman, open your wallet, fix this team, or sell it. Get your ass into the team. And I don't want to hear Kevin Durant or anybody that's going, oh, true fans stick around. I've been a fan of this team since 2010. You don't believe it?
That's the problem, I think, is that true fans do stick around. True fans have been there since the beginning, since it was crap, and now they've seen the glimmers of greatness and know the talent that's on this team and no longer accept mediocrity.
And that's what it's been. It's been mediocrity. And I have to laugh about this, and I'm going to talk about this too real quick. I saw someone that posted, and I'm not going to throw names out there, but he posted something saying that, anybody that chanted sell the team or the Boo Birds, you should shut up and lose your season ticket membership, and you shouldn't be welcome back. And if I hear that again, I'm going to throw pennies at you. Or throw the rolls of pennies.
Yeah.
You became a fan. If you've become a fan since 2020, you don't get to make those kind of comments. I'm sorry, but you don't. I've been a fan since 2010. I know what the terrible years have been like. You weren't around. A lot of these fans weren't around. A lot of these fans, these new fans that we have, are used to the Union being good. That's why they're frustrated now, because now they don't want to see us go into this decline or this rebuild. We want to be good. We've been bad for so long. They finally got these new fans' attention, and we're going nowhere.
Well, I was talking to Cody about it. It's the curse of Philadelphia. You have a good run, right? You get to the playoffs, the Super Bowl, the whatever, right? The World Series.
Good job.
And
you
choke. You choke it away. And then you come back year after year and progressively get worse or stay the same, as we have been doing in the Union, throwing the same shit out there and hoping that it works. And it's the curse of Philadelphia. It happens to every single team in Philadelphia.
Yeah. It's not. And then you look at it too. Oh my God. Come on. Idiot dogs.
Let them back in.
I'm so tired of both of them. Someone please take them from me. I'm begging you.
They're not his dogs.
Oh, now they're not my dogs, but I would give them away in a freaking heartbeat. I'd give them to you and $1,000 if I had that money. Anyway, it's like the Phillies or the World Series. They're in the World Series against Houston. The following year, can't even get to the World Series. They lose to Arizona. But they're not dropping off. They're at least like, okay, we know what's wrong. Let's spend some money on hitting, starting pitching. The Union won't. The Union are just like, that's fine. We're just going to laugh all the way to the banks. That's all that matters. All that matters to them. Final thoughts before we be on the pitch.
Final thoughts. This team is ass. We're not making the playoffs this year, and the next 2 to 3 years are going to be really rough.
Yeah. Thanks, Top 5 is brought to you by Old City Sports Network. Visit oldcitysports.com. Use promo code OldCity for 15% off site-wide to grab your OCSN and check the net merch, i.e. we have shirts, bucket hats, koozies, actually, I noticed the other day. So,
Some cool stuff on there.
Yep, definitely.
Check it out. And if you like flyers, they just put up a Flyers Alley jersey.
Oh, I can't wait to get that one. Sorry, I'm spending money on that. But yeah, there's a lot of Flyers Alley stuff on there, too. That's our big one. God damn it, someone keep this door. I'm going to lock her out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, Fangs Top 5. So we are doing no takeaways for our top 5 this week because Yes. Until this team shows me something different or we see a different like highlight that matters, it's been the same thing the whole time. You know, whether it's tired of seeing Donovan on the field, Jim Curtin's press conferences,
Yeah, I know. We're exhausted.
Jim Curtin not doing the same, like the same tactics, the fans booing, Jay Sugarman selling the team. It's all our top fives have been kind of the same. So we're gonna switch it up. This is gonna be since the game's at 7:30 tonight. We're gonna say five top. I'm not doing top 5 things I'm looking to see tonight.
Just 5 things.
5 things in general, because
5 things to help us stay a little bit more positive going into a game that's definitely ending.
Mine's not going to be positive. Mine's just 5 in general. So I have no order. It's just 5 things I'm like looking forward to or looking for. What's the formation? Because if it's 4-4-2 diamond or 3-5-2 or whatever, I'm expecting 3 goals for Montreal to score because nothing about us changes. Again, I would love to see I truly believe we're going to see a 5-4-1. Give Baribo up top, and that way you can get sub on Dono at the 65th minute because that's what happens. Or they'll let Baribo run for 90. I don't know, but I see a 5-4-1 tonight. Truly do. So is this going to be the same team we've been seeing same team that we see at home, or is it the same team that we see on the road that actually plays well? Who knows? That's one thing that I'm looking for as well tonight. And harpooning on that, how does the team play? Does it feel like are they losing faith in Curtin like the fans are? Or are they losing faith in the schematics? That's one thing. Looking forward to seeing hopefully more Rafa time because I have a feeling he's going to get the start. Gazdag is back, so I could see Rafa getting the start, and then Gazdag is back. I could see Rafa getting the start until like the 5th, maybe halfway, and then Gazdag getting on at halftime. But that leads me into the number 1. With all these players out, you have an opportunity to take your time. Who steps up and shines in the big moment? You have time. You have all of these chances. It's not going to be Donovan. I don't want to hear from the comments. I don't want to hear from it. Donovan will not step up. I promise you. Is it going to be Anderson? Could it be we see some David Vasquez tonight? Could we see CJ only? Maybe. I don't know. He looked really scared against Montreal. Could it be, maybe Rafa gets a start, like a brace? I don't know. Is it one? Whoa. See, he's a fan. That? He's a fan of that one.
Yeah. He said, give me Rafa.
He's a Rafa fan. Well, yeah, he should be. But it's one of those things. Who's like, you have these kids are getting the chances to step up. Who's going to take it? You got a lot of Philly fans that are watching. They're going to be watching. They want to see something positive. They want to look forward to it. There's no better time to step up and give something positive for this team. Am I right?
I like it. A lot of mine are the same.
Let me hear you. All right. We'll try and
So starting at 5, Gazdag's back. Hoping to see him get subbed in at some point. Maybe he is what we need to get that spark back. He is, had a big impactful season. So we're
Gas
about to
Daddy.
see Gas Daddy back in the lineup. Number 4, lots of young guys in the lineup. Let them cook. Same as you, Rafa, Quinn. Let's just let them go and let them figure each other out. Let's change up that formation. We got nothing else to lose. We might as well just start playing around. I'd like to see a couple goals on the board. I'd like to have another game. If we're gonna lose, I'd rather have another game like Cincinnati than have.
I don't want to lose in heartbreak fashion, like the 100th minute.
No, but I want to see 3 goals, right? I want to see 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah, give me something to get excited about.
And number 1, this might be controversial, but with Uar out, let's get Ty Baribo that striker spot in the line.
Yes, why is that controversial?
Well, because some people are like, no, Dono.
No, Dono should not be playing. Dono should be on Union 2, and that's it.
So I'd like to let Baribo have that spot. Let Baribo have that spot and just let him go, let him cook, let him shine. And if nothing else, at least it gives him the opportunity to have some stats this season, so someone else might take him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this is why. I mean, it's not why you signed him last year, but you knew Carranza was going to be gone, and it only took you a year to actually give Baribo starter minutes.
Carranza's gone and was out for 2 to 3 weeks. You might as well use his contract, right? We paid him all this money. Let him do what he does. And he does it well. We've seen it.
Yeah,
so.
we saw 2 goals. We saw endless hustle. Like he doesn't stop. Like he doesn't stop running. And I think that's more of the frustration too. Is we've seen the effort that he's been giving the past 2 to 3 games. 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be 3 tonight.
He could have been doing it all season.
Yeah,
maybe this is a different season if he's in. Right?
Yeah,
I don't think that it's necessarily an entirely different season, but maybe it gives us some life in some of those games that were very, very close.
Yeah. Instead of, the ghost that comes on in the 65th minute and number 25, maybe number 28 comes on and we actually get a goal or 2 or 3 in those
chances.
spans.
Maybe we get chances. And maybe that makes people feel a little bit better than we're feeling.
Maybe half the losses we have at home are ties. I think I could live with that better since we're playing from behind so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's a thing. You know what I mean? It just the fact that he's been sitting on our bench for a year essentially, and we've gotten nothing except for the training matters. What happens in training matters with the form that they're in, and the form that we've seen has been Chris is ahead of Ty. That is ridiculous. 2 goals in a game. He's already got the same amount of MLS goals as Dono has in 1 game. So don't want to hear it. So that's Fang's top 5. Whatever.
Let's wrap it up.
Yep, because we're ready for this game tonight, especially little man. The 90th minute. Ow. Dang it. Is brought to you by Warlord Beard Oil. Go to www.warlordbeardoil.com. Use promo code OLDSPORTS with an E in it. Make sure you put the E for 15% off beard oil, body wash, soaps, and swag, and much more as I use beard oil. That's why Oliver's grabbing my beard. Hurts. So real quick, I want to clarify this. I don't hate Donovan as a person. I'm just going to say, I think he's actually pretty funny as a kid. He's also a kid. I don't hate him as a person. I just think he's not that good of a soccer player and should be getting Union 1 quality minutes. Just going to specify.
I just think if he's in these Union 2 games and he's their superstar, let him just stay down there. Union 2 superstar, right?
Because it's
like if we care that much about the developmental team we
just care that much about Union 2.
Like, let him do his thing down there, right? Let him build that confidence. Let him
win the title for Union 2 because that's all we care about.
And then when we're absolutely at the point where we are completely rebuilding this team or completely at a loss for what we're supposed to do.
And then our ownership can come out and say, we suck.
I just don't understand.
Instead of this aggressive retool that they're trying to pitch to us, which is what it's coming down to for me, is they're running it back and they're saying, hey, our number 1 striker off the bench is this dude, which is a terrible, terrible number 1 option. Ow! Damn. I'm a bastard when I'm grabbing my beard. If he's telling us that's the frustration of it all. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to harpoon on this because I want to get to this little segment for us. But I don't hate the guy as a person. He's a kid.
We hate the way he's used.
I hate the way that he's getting quality Union 1 minutes as our number 1 striker off the bench, and he's not that good. He's just not. Okay, so 90th minute is normally our little breakdown of the final of the game for tonight. Actually, we have 2 games to predict because we got this one and we got Chicago. And we should have an episode before we go away. So we're going on vacation, but we could probably do an episode. We're going on vacation for the Red Bull game. Maybe we'll down there. But we got tonight and we got Wednesday against Chicago. We can do predictions for. Oh no. Where did my Thursday went? That was bad. I almost lost that for a second. So tonight's game, Montreal. Actually, let me recap because I gotta throw some shade over here. Last week we had Dave Melandra on, and he had a 2-0 win against Cincy and a 1-0 win against Charlotte. And that's just 0. You got you got 0 points because you lost. You had no results right, and you had no goal scores right. Ashley Taylor had 1-1 against Cincinnati and a 1-0 win. Got 0 points. Myself, I got a 3-1 loss.
That's a loss, right?
Got the loss right.
That's
But then I got a 2-2 tie against Charlotte. So I got 1 point total.
1 point out of all of that.
Out of all of those, it is now a 1-1 draw that we have as of, not great. It's not great at all. So we got 1-1 as of 6/29. And that's a month. That's not good. So what we got tonight, Ashley Taylor?
I have a 3-1 loss.
Jesus Christ. You're finally on the loss page.
I mean, I've been too positive, I think.
Yeah.
3-1 loss. My
goal score.
goal score is going to be... I'm going to give it to Bueno.
Okay. Wednesday against Chicago.
Oof. I'm going 0-0.
Jesus Christ. No man of the match?
No man of the match. This is a disappointing game. Wednesdays are disappointing for the Union.
Oh my God. That's bad. Jesus Christ. Actually, tonight I think it's going to be this 3-2 or 4-2 is where I'm going. I'm going to go 3-2 loss.
Okay. And your goal scorer?
Baribo, McGlynn.
Mm-hmm.
No man of the match because obviously we're there. 2-0 loss against Chicago. Is my also thing. That should be the win.
Should low so that they can prove you wrong.
Yes.
They haven't been proving anything besides that they blow.
Yeah, and that's where again my bar is low. Just like I'm a Ravens fan, I think we're gonna be 9-8 this season.
Do you want to do Red Bull while we're here?
Just in case we.
Work all
Yeah, but Friday I'm off, so I mean we could do one at like 4 o'clock or something.
I don't know that that's gonna happen between packing and getting everyone ready.
All right. Maybe I said we can bring the laptop to an episode down in North Carolina. Yeah. Yeah. Just in case.
Do like an after, like we'll be down there Saturday. We could do like an after game down there.
All right, just in case we don't get to Red Bull, we're gonna do a prediction here.
Red Bull, I say is a 2-0 loss.
At home?
At home.
Jesus Christ. I also say 1-1 tie.
Ooh, he's going with the tie.
It's rivalry. Everyone gets nights for that. Who's my goal scorer? I'm gonna say Quinn.
Winnie boy.
I just don't. The vibes aren't there, and maybe instead of beating the Red Bull on Saturday, they'll beat a mannequin of Jay Sugarman, and him holding a sign saying "Sell the team." They just beat the shit out of it. Something. Give me something. Like I said, maybe we'll talk about doing an episode Saturday in Carolina or Friday or something. I don't know, but that's just in case we can. We'll do the predictions there. Nice. Anyway, that's our show. Thank you, Jesse Bell. Thank you, Old City Sports Network. We love you guys. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube page, youtube.com/Old City Sports Network 4787 for all your Old City Sports Network content. We got Flyers Alley. Like I said, they went live last night for the NHL draft. Paranorama. I can't say that one. I apologize.
That one gets me every time too.
I went to Boyertown. Boyertown sucks ass. 2nd and 15 is our Eagles podcast. Quit Chasing's our Phillies podcast. A lot of great shows on there. A lot of great stuff for us. Kind of touch bases on everything sports wise. We don't have a Sixers one now that I mentioned it, but nobody really cares about the NBA anymore because that's just scripted as shit. Don't care about that. I'll say that. It's called out for what it is. So is the NFL. But anyway, that's our show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We will catch you guys later, and hopefully we see a Union loss tonight. I mean, win. Catch y'all later.